that type of mindset. You can't.
I'm sorry, we were interrupted and I had to cut it. We're back with Jared and we got rid of problem.
That's how it is out here. I understand.
It's funny though. It's his name though too.
So back to you. How did you end up out here?
I was raised by my grandparents. And
Me too, pretty much. I went to 6 different high schools. I know what it's like.
My mom kicked me out when I was like 12, and
At 12?
and moved in with my grandparents, and it was like I think my 10th grade year, and my grandfather, he was an ex-alcoholic, but he found God in that, and one of the long-term effects is like dementia and Alzheimer's and that. And one day I came up from my room and he's like, "Who the hell are you?" And my grandmother, she was like, "He never cursed a day in my life."
Wow.
So he started getting real bad in that. So she had to put him in a nursing home. But before I graduated high school, he passed away, and it was too much for my grandmother in that. So
That
stayed.
happened to me in April. Like, my grandpa was my everything. Like, he could do no wrong. He was my hero.
Yeah.
And in April, he'll be gone 13 years. And I lost it the day that he died. Like, he was my everything. So I do understand that aspect. It's not easy.
To be honest with you, I was really more closer with my grandmother than that, but me and my grandfather had a good relationship in that, but it was about my senior year when he passed, and it wasn't too long after that my grandmother passed away. And that's really the only family I have. So,
Do you have any brothers or sisters or?
I have a half brother and a half sister. My sister, she's 16 years older than me. She got 3 kids. RN, she's good for herself. She lives in Montana now. She moved out there.
Can you go there? Would you want to call her?
Nah, she wants nothing to do with me.
That's not right.
Yeah, but
It's family.
I don't want to like. I guess in a way I burnt bridges. I had a problem with drugs. You know what I mean?
You did?
I still technically do. You know what I mean?
Really?
I ain't gonna lie about it, but.
May I?
No, go ahead.
What is your drug of choice?
I mean, it started with perks, and then oxys, and turned into heroin. So.
I'll be honest, not a lot of people know. Only the people that are close to me. My brother is a heroin addict. He's currently up at a place called Monohoy, upstate.
Okay.
And I know, I don't know the addict side. I know the other side.
Right.
And I'll be honest, my kids are 21 and 23, and this is the only way that they know my brother. They don't know him. How he used to be before this took over him. And it's sad because he's really a good person. He really is. And I would give anything to have my brother back. Anything. I miss him. So, I know from watching him how hard it is for you. I've watched him OD twice. And it kills me every time. And there's parts of me that just wants to walk away and turn my back. But he's my brother. And my kids don't understand it because they think he can change.
I mean, that's what a lot of people think. It's a mindset, like, moral deficiency or something like that. I mean, and when it comes, like, for my problem is, like, I'm out here on the streets and that, so it's like, I don't have anything really else to lose. So it's hard for me not to do it at the same time, like the whole mental aspect of it. But then, like, since...
But you get really sick if you
exactly,
don't.
Yeah, that's where it, like, catches me anymore. Because I can't be sick. You know what I mean? I'm out on the streets.
I've watched him.
Yeah, it gets bad.
It looks like he's dying.
It feels like it sometimes, too.
So what do you do to survive? Like, where do you sleep? Like, where do you go during the day?
I mean, during the day, I'm hustling up money anyway, shit. I mean, panhandle sometimes, boost from stores, steal shit here and there.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yeah, actually, I got out of Bucks County about a year and a half ago. I did a year stretch there, maxed out my case. But I mean, for the most part, like I'm in Kensington a lot of the time, North Philly, you know what I mean? So like I'm known down there pretty well too. So like people in the blocks and that, like the caseworkers and that, they'll have me work for them. Sometimes I can make anywhere between like $200 to $500 a day sometimes.
But you still stay out on the street instead of getting a room?
But it doesn't always work like that. A lot of the time, it's like you don't get the money like that. Like sometimes you'll get a portion of money, but the rest of it you get product.
So
So
basically, correct me if I'm wrong, you use your money for drugs instead of
like I don't always get to work, but when I do, it's more along the lines of like I'm what they call a runner, and I bring people to the blocks to get.
That kind of job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. I got you.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a legitimate, daily work. Okay, I got you now. I understand.
It's a little different.
I got you. Okay.
But
It took me a little bit, but I got you. I appreciate your honesty.
The one thing is like, excuse my language and that, but fuck keeping it with anybody else. I got to keep it real with myself in order to get some type of betterness in my life.
Do you have like a post office box or anything you can use an address, like go back to school, or like if you could do anything and things could change tomorrow, what would you do?
EMT.
Really?
I like being able to help people. And I mean, I'm good with a syringe, so I mean, I could easily. I mean, it's sad to say. Don't get me wrong.
I don't think that's a qualification.
When you're in an EMT, when you're in an ambulance or whatever, and you have to hit somebody, and you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour, hitting every bump.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to make sure you hit them with that. To give them whatever they need. Their saline solution. I mean, any fluids that they need, morphine, whatever it had be. But not to say that's a great qualification, but, it does might benefit me a little bit.
That's a job.
Yeah.
Are there, do you eat? I'm being honest. This is new to me. I've seen people on the street. I've given them money, but I've just kept walking.
Yeah.
This is new to me. I'm trying to learn. Is there days that you go without eating, or days that people don't help you?
I mean,
what do you do?
I mean, there's some places around Philly where they give out free food and here and there. But I mean, no matter what, I come up with some type of money. No matter what, if I gotta stay down in Kensington all night, make up money. Like I don't go without eating every day. You know what I mean? I might only eat like a meal or two. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, but I spend at least 10 to 15 bucks a day at least to get something to eat. You know what I mean? Whatever money I make, I'm not completely stupid, but a portion of that will though go to heroin. I've been to rehab too many times to count.
But you're so young. You have your whole life ahead of you.
That's so cliche to hear anymore, though.
It really is, but I can say, just by talking to you, it's like I'm having a conversation with my brother, and he's now 38. I've been doing this, I started doing perks when I was 17. I didn't really catch a habit though until I was 19. How did it start? Were you in an accident, or you just took them because of people?
Well, all the people I hung out with in high school and that, we were selling drugs. We were selling weed, ecstasy, mushrooms, acid. I mean, it just kind of came into play. I messed with every type of drug pretty much. But then when it came to opiates, it was I arrived, kind of thing. When you're at the party, you're just yeah, I'm here. It was kind of the same effect.
I'll be honest, I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
is it true that you're always chasing that first high? Is that true?
I don't know if that's really the right terminology I would put it, but it's not like I'm always trying to get that that crazy euphoric feel or whatever. Mm-hmm. It's just anymore now I just try to stay well. know
from
what I mean?
being sick.
Yeah. You know, and like honestly, for the past few weeks, I've cut down how much my intake on heroin so much because I'm actually been trying to get off it. I was on methadone maintenance for a little while, but it's too much. Like, you got to go to 3 groups a week. Each group's 3 hours long. You got to sit in line at the methadone clinic to get your dose, which can take, I mean, sometimes it takes